Good and upright is the Lord, therefore he will teach sinners in the way, the meek he will guide in judgment, and the meek he will teach his way. Today's verse today is Psalm chapter 25, verse 8 through 9. Alright. Seeing all the global resources are in order, so excellent. My connection's a bit slow. Hmm. Ah, welcome to the well, they left. Well, dang. Oh, well. It's just odd. Why isn't Realms loading? Why aren't the Realms loading? I have good connection. Realms isn't loading, so I guess I'm gonna play on an SMP for now. Okay, how do you... There's a space right here to make it to where this is not shown ever again. But you can't dismiss it. Oh my gosh. I hate that. The new OR UI makes it to where you cannot select never show this again. Go back to the JSON UI, people. Mojang, please go back to the JSON UI. Oh my god. I hate having to click proceed every time.
System Delta 7883. Says Snow King _ Yo.
Oh well. Mm-mm. Oh yeah, because this has night vision. This one's night vision. Why is the mushroom stew low-key better than the night vision stew? Alright, so the mushrooms are spreading. That's good. Okay, so this is my property line. I have 35 claim blocks. Right. 1 strength while holding an axe. Slash rewards. There we go. Hey, nice. I wonder. Four weeks? Most months only last 3 weeks, dude. Yo, I do have a chat? Yes. Queso needs 67... 4 ounces of honey mango moisture. That's crazy. So I do get chat in this. It just looks insanely different from the vertical feed chat. I've actually never had the chat on a landscape mode stream, so it's way different from the vertical chat design. That was cool. Popped up like a little bubble. Okay, so now I know that the chat's working. That's good to know. But welcome. Welcome to the stream. You see, this was meant to be on a realm, but, realms won't load right now. And I don't know why. So I'm passing time on this server, until I can get it to properly load. Nice. So this is 17 wide. Good to know. So as long as I have 17 claim blocks, that means I have enough. Good to know. That is very good to know. So is this slash crates, I assume? Slash crates. Slash crates. Help. Slash crates rare. Slash crates. Show the help page. Okay. Slash help. That's useful. Bounties, cosmetic. Hmm. Let's try this again. Guess we're not playing on the realm today. Guess we're not playing on the realm today. So, guess we're playing on the hardcore world. That's a shame. There we go. What is my graphics mode set to? Why is it set to fancy graphics? I thought it looked a bit too nice. Okay, not gonna lie, the netherite is looking a lot nicer. Your fancy graphics stuff. Hang on. Oh yeah. It does look a lot more nice. Alright. Here we go. Okay, where are my rockets? Do I have a shulker full of rockets in my hardcore world? I don't. I should do that at some point. What gun I need on me right now? Actually, that's what bundles are for. Oh, it's efficiency too. Now that I've played with max gear on the realm, I realize sharpness 3. Oh yeah, I need to max out my gear. I still have a long ways to go before I get max gear. After so long of playing with flight duration 3, this feels very, very slow. Alright. Well. There's that. Right. So this is the level I'm on right now. Okay. Alright, well, now we have a problem. Because I only got enough. I only ever had enough of the white concrete to fill out the white concrete on the pallet, but entirely forgot about the black concrete. I filled in everything else though, right? There's redstone there and redstone there. Redstone in all the proper positions. A redstone clock. There we go. Now. Looks like it's aligned with this block. Managed to pick up most of them. Well, that's right, I have feather falling, don't I? Yeah, I don't have to worry about fall damage then. Creeper set it up this way. That looks natural enough. Right, I believe that's all for this layer. Right, now the next. Right. So, redstone, a block. I can put redstone here as a placeholder. And my walkway is about to be cut off entirely. I'll have to rebuild it.
Respawn point set. You can
There we go. Now, Ooh, there's a lever now. Where did I keep the levers? Wait, how many levers do I need? There are only 3 levers in the entire contraption. Alright, so that means they're probably very important. Because they do something very specific if there's only 3. That would probably be what this is for. Cobblestone. Cobblestone. Oh no. There might be some cobblestone in here. Of course there isn't. Problem with Silk Touch. You come to have cobblestone shortages. That's not good. I'll be right back. There's a bunch of clothes and towels on the floor of the bathroom. Alright, here we go. Let me see here. Come to think of it, the point it would fire. Yeah, I need to dig out a large crater just in case there's a misfire and it drops all the TNT in front of it. Is it just me, or was the entire frame for that explosion just not there? TNTs make great weapons. Cobble. Huh. Crazy how things work. And since I'm going to be digging out this area into just a drop-off anyways, it'll be fine. But at least I know how to get plenty of maxed out gear. I have yet to use my elytra to fly out to other end cities. I just got the first elytra and went home because I needed to restock. But now that I have the ability to restock with an ender chest, considering the fact that I didn't have any shulker boxes on me at the time, because I didn't bring any wood, any crafting tables. Well, I had a crafting table. I just didn't have any wood to make a chest. No, it was... I got chests from the NCs, but I didn't have any wood or a crafting table. So I couldn't make any shulkers. Yeah, shulkers can't be crafted in this. Because it needs a shulker box, a chest, and then a shulker box above the chest. Which I think is balanced. Because you can't just throw it a shulker here, and a chest here. Shulker, and chest. and just get a shulker box. It's balanced. In very specific situations, there's a downside. And I just so happen to be in that very specific situation. Efficiency 5 is what I need, though. It'll make cutting through this very easy. That plus a beacon. Yes, that's right. A beacon. I am very confident in my ability to solo the Wither on Bedrock. All I need is plenty of totems and god apples. That's all I need. At the most, I would probably need to chug 7 god apples. Oh, not chug. I'd need 7 god apples to be used in moderation. Now, if I happen to have around, I think, 22 in my E-chest, let me check. Yeah, 22. That plus what I have back at home in the food chest, 22 is more than enough for a chug tactic. But I would have to space out when I chug it to every time I get to half health, chug 2 god apples. That's the trick. Just keep your health above 5 hearts at all times. That way you don't have to worry about getting as low as 3 hearts. Which is when most people think, oh, I'm low. When in all reality, 4 hearts is just as low. So therefore, 5 hearts should be when you gap. And fun fact, I learned in the realm that, it's a good flex, but they're not good for saturation. Or, well, yeah, saturation. They're not good for saturation. Best saturation would go to golden carrots, which... Actually, no, the best saturation, they leave extra saturation points. But in terms of most hunger filled, it would probably be... I believe it's... Suspicious Stew is pretty good, but best for saturation by far is still cooked steak. For the longest time, it was cooked beef. Right, I have to build a new access point. There we go. Excuse me. This point seems to be effective. There we go. Why did I just get a frame drop? It's probably because I'm on fancy graphic. I don't know why. I updated, and I'm always on simple graphics mode. But when I updated just today, I am now on, fancy. I don't know why. Right, and there's a block there, and a repeater set to a repeater. Good grief. A repeater that isn't set at all. It's set. It's just leave it on one tick. Good grief. That's not a ghost block anymore. That's right. Yeah, that just happened. Wait a minute. I have to see something. Something just occurred to me. There's a block here, and there's a heater on either side of it. I think the black blocks mark positions of important components. That's all. Here's hoping that it's... I wonder, I'm so glad they can't climb up scaffolding. I looked up expecting phantoms, but no, I slept just a while ago. Okay. Okay, so that spider, however, will be able to get to me. Unless it is very... You were so... It just walked to the scaffolding. It doesn't even need to go up the scaffolding to get to me. It can just climb up the side of the scaffolding. Because they stick to blocks. So yeah, I wish I had my bow on me. Actually, I don't even think I had a bow in my inventory at the time. Let me see. Yeah, there's not a bow on the hotbar over there. I don't know why, but items render better when I put them onto the side of my screen. Things start to render better. Or maybe it's just or maybe it's just depth perception. Hmm. Okay. So the position of each of these is obviously very important. I knew that redstone clock meant the moment that I saw I had to build a redstone clock, I knew the next layer was gonna be the death of me. Oh no. Hmm. Okay. I'm so glad that these parts glow so that during the night at the very least you know where what is an actual block and what's part of the hologram. Alright, no ticks. 4 ticks. 4 ticks. 1 tick. Yeah, they're all facing backwards. They're all set as they should be. Okay. A target block. After all this, I'll have to use this iron ingot right here to toggle validating. Make sure I didn't get anything wrong. I also have to go through and make sure that anything that's supposed to be on is on. And cross-reference it with the properly finished version. Just to make sure. How about this? Zero ticks. Perfect. There we go. Okay, so we clearly don't want that connecting, so that's why we put that there. That's specifically there just to keep that from connecting. That is... Wow, this thing does have to be exactly down to the T. Four. Oh no. So anything that's supposed to be on just... Yeah, I should have really crouched. No, 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 no. I don't have my combat hotbar. I have a building hotbar on me. At least I'm smart enough not to take my offhand totem off. Alright. Go ahead and don't tell me that's croc armor. I have fire aspect. Unbreaking, that's it. Ooh, a bow. You didn't draw a bit. Yo, what were the odds of that many creepers? Still not as crazy as the time that there were 2 charge creepers in my house. What was that stick drift? Only thing I need from this is the gunpowder. And the bones are actually useful as well. But that's gonna be it. That's the only thing that's useful here. Come on, I need speed potions. Here, bunny rabbits. Alright. Right. I have to go up this elevator shaft now. And of course it fell. I need a sticky piston specifically. Alright. Oh no. This piston should not be powered. Dog. There we go. Okay, so we got a problem. This piston is supposed to be extended. This one isn't. This one's supposed to be extended, but it isn't. Is this going to well, simple fix, just don't load the cannon before the redstone's ready. Simple fix, actually, so, yeah. Alright. Okay, that... There's no way I just got comboed by fall damage and a skeleton. I'm about to mine that thing's skull. Oh, you son of a... I can't believe I did that. Man! Of course. There goes the scaffolding. You know, at this point, just legit break it down. Yo, how am I missing that jump? There we go. Man, at this point, pretty sure this protection 4 helmet came from one of the end cities, but yeah, okay. Yeah, the dupe used to... The dupe that I used to get all these materials doesn't work anymore. But I'm not going to dismantle the machine that I built for it, because I think leaving it there is just kind of... like I should just leave it there. Sometimes your PC runs on a piece of ice cream. Actually, I'm on a phone. It's not as strong as a PC, but you're going to experience frame drops as a result of that. For a phone, it's actually running pretty well. because I have 8 gigabytes of RAM for my phone. Which, again, on a phone is amazing, but I still get frame drops. Good for a phone, but when compared to a PC, it ain't looking too hot. Give me my hotbar back. Yep. Elytra. Okay. Unbreaking. Durability 10, durability 14, 15, durability 10, also durability 10. Huh. Let's see. So yeah, I'm headed back. When I was playing hardcore for the longest time, when I started building this, I thought I had a pretty good equipment set. Frostwalker, apparently you can still water bucket clutch with it. Because, apparently they patched the player-placed water bucket, falling, because if you fall into an ocean while wearing Frostwalker, it will freeze everything, except for the 4 blocks that you land in. So if you fall from a certain height at a certain speed, if you fall from a certain height, it won't freeze the 4 blocks below you. Which I can actually display with an elytra. I also learned exactly what people were talking about with the chunk errors and how it completely ruins the game and makes it unplayable. The reason I didn't know this is because I don't often frequent unloaded chunks. But there. See that? The 1 block I came through, it didn't freeze. The 1 block I'd come through, it didn't freeze, so I can keep Frostwalker on this without having any side effects. Meaning, I went through the process of rebuilding max boots without Frostwalker for no reason. So I have an entirely different set in my ender chest that just doesn't have Frostwalker on it for no reason. So yeah, there's that. Havoc always has density. That's right, I never actually... Sharpness 3, fire aspect. Mending. So touch, efficiency 3, efficiency 2. This is crap, except for the axe. The axe is pretty decent. The rest of this is crap. Loyalty, impaling 2. And mending. Impaling goes up to 3, doesn't it? Or... yeah. Pretty sure impaling. I need Riptide 3. Yeah, this... To think, at one point, I thought this was set. I started playing on a realm recently and built an actual max set. I have feather falling and protection, and then I don't have Aqua Affinity on my helmet in the realm, but that's aside from the point. This is not a max set. The armor I dub max, except for Swift Sneak, which I don't have in the realm either, but still. Nah, this just won't do. This just won't do. Most definitely will not do. Alright, where do I keep the... I really need to rename these shulkers so I can actually know what is in here. Pretty sure... Not that one, that's the totems. Pretty sure this is where I have the spare shells. 22, so I'm looking good on spare shulkers. Alright, so here's the thing. Chest, shulker, bam. Okay. The golden apples I can keep, but I am taking this out, and the book and quill. There is a recent glitch with the book and quill, and I'm willing to bet that this is censored now. No, it's not. But with that said, I do need to quickly select all copy. Select all copy. Alright, and I pinned it in my thing. The reason I had to pause it is because I also have my home address pinned on my copy and paste clipboard, so I have to pause it every time so I don't dox myself. So this has totems, wind charges, the diamond helmet, and that. And a book and quill. Now I can put the rest in there because it displays the first 5 items that are in it. Watch. See? Goat horn, then book and quill it only displays the first 5 items. I can put that here. On here is mostly building things and junk. Well, no, this is building things, but I do need to put junk in the bottom. Alright, this is my main set right now. This is my backup set. These are my totems. Treasures. Important items. Enchanted books, I always have a shulker for them. The dragon egg. Eye of Ender. I don't need that. I know exactly where the portal is.
Spawn point set. You can only sleep at night and during thunderstorms.
Pretty sure this is all I need to go ahead and... This time I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna make sure that I have everything I'll need. There we go. Home, portal, swamp, lodestone compass, which goes to the orbital cannon. The church. I forgot I was building that. That's right. Forgot about that. I won't have to worry about fuel for a solid while. And there's what I was looking for, ender pearls. Extra gunpowder. I should go ahead and start making... I made way too many droppers, but that's a good thing, believe it or not. I overduped with droppers. But that's a good thing, because shortly after that, the duplication glitch I was using got patched. But by some coincidence or another, the thing that I duped too many of happened to be exactly what I need for the next duplication glitch. So this was the duplication glitch I was using before. And now, even though it doesn't work anymore, however it was that they had patched it, I don't know. But whatever they did also makes it to where there's now a teleportation glitch. Check it. So you could use this as an entrance to a base. It's specifically this machine. The only thing that I've tested it on. There's probably a more compact way to do this with just the piston on the top and the 2 hoppers and the 3 slime blocks is probably all you need. But one thing I'm pretty certain of is, the hoppers have to be on on the level of your head. And it can pass you through any blocks right here. So yeah, I'm sure the community could find some way to abuse that. But regardless, this dupe doesn't work anymore. But I will be leaving it here as is because that's just seems right. Dropper. I only need 2. And observers. I need to observe. There are 3 observers in here. That should work just as well. TNT, gold horn. Netherite. Just the upgrade. Okay. I do need to go mining for more netherite to max out my tools and weapons. Alright, and what do we have in here? Ah, fireworks. I knew I had more of them somewhere. Bad Omen 4 trial keys. I forgot I duped my ass off with regular trial keys as well. Alright. Alright, and enchanted books. I think it's just enchanted books, but I'll check anyways. I'm glad I checked because that's what happened to my iron proc set. Soul speed, protection, density, depth strider 3. I need that. Put that at the bottom. Awkward piercing, depth strider 3 again. I have plenty of depth striders, but it's good to know I have that. Red shulker. I actually don't need this many totems. It never hurts to be safe, though. But still, regardless, Artemis, I need to put flame on this and rename it to Hades. Artemis has unbreaking, quick charge, and piercing. I misspelled Artemis, didn't I? Artemis has an E, not an I, I'm pretty sure. Not at the end, middle. There's that. Oh, I do not need it right next to that. Yeah, but it also involves this clock right here. And it also has a very similar concept as well. Hang on. Place that there. One behind it. And now you fill your bundle with whatever you want to dupe. In this case, it would be fireworks. Yeah, for some reason though, it powers both of the droppers because a dropper is one of the blocks that can transfer a redstone signal. So they're gonna patch that pretty easily, but the way to fix that is to have a clock on either side. But still, the way they fix this was to make it if it's moving constantly, you can't open it. So people legit just started duping again by having repeaters set to a certain tick delay to make this work again. Now, however, this automatic duplication glitch has no place to put that to make them move that way, so for now this one is completely out of commission. I'm sure someone will find a way to fix this setup, probably by replacing these two with a comparator clock and 2 repeaters, but still. It's pretty cool though. In fact, I could probably fix it myself. Hang on. This would actually make it a lot easier. You could break this and remove these blocks. And replace it with pretty much the same items. That would be my nephew. 1 hour and 7 minutes. Still, Wow, 9999. And then we could put it in the spare, we'll put all these in the spare inventory, but keep 2 extras on me. One being right there and one being here. And a spare for the spares. I'll always have one at the end of my hotbar. And if the one at the end of my hotbar pops right after this one does, I can move that down. And since when you open your inventory, you are immediately at this top right corner, I can, the moment that my totem pops, I can just quickly put it back. And the moment that totem pops, the trick is to immediately switch to the totem undying at the end of my hotbar. Since I'm always near this, I can just go back. Or if I'm at the middle, the fastest way is to do that. I'm using a controller via Bluetooth.
Damn.
Alright. I probably don't even need 32 to mend the elytra, but first things first, gotta take off my set, and there we go. Now I can go ahead and mend the rest of my... Huh. That didn't mend anything, but regardless, my set is now as it should be, and I'm not as good with a wind pearl clutch as with a wind charge clutch as I am with a water bucket, so leave that there. I've gotten used to using wind charges to clutch because something in the most recent update has made I like how I always thought that my hardcore world was very laggy, but I played on the Realm for a while. And if I had fancy graphics on in the Realm, let me tell you, that would be murder on my phone. And now I realize just how much I've learned not to be picky. Let's just leave it at that. I've learned to appreciate the fact that it's not lagging horribly. I have like a few frame drops on my hardcore world, but anyone who was watching the streams that I was where I was in the Realm server, you know that this isn't nearly as bad as it could be. You might get a few frame drops while I'm playing on the hardcore world, but I have access to the hardcore world's game files, so I can delete any chunks that I didn't build in. A chunk, I've learned, usually consists about 8 kilobytes, which isn't a lot. But you'd be surprised how deleting just like 5 of those 8 kilobyte chunks, how much it improves the frame rate. It's a lot easier to time it. Oops. Man, it isn't nearly as consistent. Gotta get back into the rhythm there. What I like about this is you can get the timing based on a certain rhythm. Da da da. Nope. So let's try da da. Nope. That was the perfect timing, but I executed it too soon. So we do da da da. Alright, how about da da da? Or da da da. Da da da. Da da. Da da. Da da. Too soon. Da da. Da da. Da da. Da da. Da da. Tick tick. Tick tick. Tick tick. Tick tick. Tick tick. Tick, tick. Too soon. Tick, tick. Too soon. Tick, tick. Tick, tick. Nope, not quite. Tick, tick. Tick, tick. Tick, tick. What? For some reason, my controller, for a solid second there, I was sitting there spam clicking it, not even trying to get it out, but my controller just wasn't responding there for a second. What I like about this is it's portable. So anytime that I need more rockets, I can just dupe them. Alright, while it's on my mind, I'm going to go and put this stuff away. Alright. $45 and $45. There we go. Oh, that's right, I didn't make the walls spider-proof. No matter. It's literally just a minor annoyance. $26. There we go. Go and split that. There we go. $29. $22. Yeah, 4. I should probably keep the ender pearls here. Keep the shield here. There we go. Eight, 8, 8, 8, 8. I do not need this piece of string, but I will... What's poppin'? Alright. That should do it. What I should do, since these are only flight duration 1, I should keep multiple on me. But not that many. Why am I getting frame drops? Right. Let's go ahead and put all these here. Right. Oh, it's right here. I was wondering where, this specific box was. There we go. Firework rockets. Regardless, let's go ahead and get to it then. Actually, so I need to fix this because baby zombies. I've been meaning to fix this, so now is probably the best time to do so. Best way I can think to do that is why did it just restart mining it? I was thinking about an oak trap door, but this is going to be much... Oh no. not, I can still trade with him. I'm gonna give you these back. Yeah, he was the one who gave me Depth Strider. Yeah, trade rebalancing makes it to where mending isn't one of the first things you can get. Now trade rebalancing makes it to where mending is almost always guaranteed as the final trade. Right. There you go. I need one for the other side as well. Regardless. That's right. It looks weird now. Much better. That's right, there's nothing here to melt that, is there? I swear I just heard a witch. There's Bartholomew. And the Happy Gas Doc. It still actually works, however. My Happy Gas seems to escape. Seems to have escaped. Yeah, there's actually a lodestone under here. It's a lodestone anchor. This is a pink sheep, spawned naturally. The blue sheep did not spawn naturally. How they wound back up over here, I don't know. Oh. I must have gone and picked them up then? Regardless. It's time to head over to the area in question. Oh yeah, I forgot that, with fancy graphic, the leaves turn white. Completely forgot about that.
Chunk still loading. You may encounter some mild performance issues.
Wait, you mean I've never actually loaded this part up? Oh no, it must have been the ones that got deleted. when I was optimizing. My bad. Yep, it's right back here. Hmm. I did not have Silk Touch just now. Crazy. But I thought that when, I could have sworn that when water freezes and you break it, it's supposed to create water. See? Like so. Alright, well. Could it be the fact that there's nothing underneath it? I did not mean to do that. I meant to pick it up. Oh my gosh. You know, you are more annoying than anything. Wait, these don't have unbreaking on them? Huh. That's why I have to keep mending them so often. Are we being so for real right now? Couldn't think about it, never actually linked that's to my portal in the nether. I doubt I'll ever be going to the swamp again. Actually, some of those I needed. Now let me turn off the darkness effect strength. Darkness effect strength is off. Hide sky flashes? No. Yeah, I never actually saw that in the end. The sky flashes, I mean. Hmm. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save and quit. And then, reload it without the... No, resource packs. That's where it's active. boats. The glass is fine as it is. Clear water. I already have the thing that makes the water clear. Enhanced vanilla boats. There we go. Blocks that can be used as a light source will melt snow and ice. Code, I recently made a planet size comparison video in Minecraft. Wow, that's actually dedication. And Code, I couldn't actually get the realm to work, so I'm actually on a hardcore single player, sorry. Also, the realm is it's a private realm anyway. I actually defeated the dragon without destroying anything more than one of the crystals. I believe it was this one that I destroyed. Yep, it was that one. I didn't destroy any more than that. Yeah. I haven't touched it since. Crazy thing. What did that say? Bro, I'm leaving. Yap, yap, yap. You're the one who asked for the code. I could just sit here and not talk to you at all. Dog, you are so lucky my mods aren't online. That just happened. $280 subscribers. Less than me. Shitpost videos. Typical. Yeah. Hello is your description. You joined in 2021. Your channel is 4 years older than mine. I joined in February of 2025 and I still have more subscribers than you. Yet I'm the loser. Alright. Alright. I've had some pretty rude people come to my stream and say and just be rude, but that's gotta be by far the worst. That's another grave we're gonna have to make. I did not mean to remove that. Alright, let's try that again. I remembered to duplicate it, right? Yeah, I made a duplicate world. Okay. That's crazy. Do people actually read these? I do. I can't speak for anybody else, though. It's crazy that I was so annoyed that I couldn't focus. I was too busy looking at the chat messages and realizing that his first chat message was code. Like, he saw that it was a realm and said code. Yeah. I can guarantee you the moment he would have joined, if I would have, which I wouldn't have let him join anyways, but he just walked straight into the void because of the way I built this. I'm definitely getting more blocks to expand this bridge. Of course, the course, the gate would appear so far that there's a chance of falling into a void. The one on the realm appeared, like, it appeared over there on the realm. Plus, the end island on the realm looked different, and somehow in the realm, the end has a white version of the, or more of a gray version actually, but it's the void sky, but it's gray. Okay, let me... Yellow bundle is full of other bundles. I knew that this dirt would come in handy. Wait a minute, I had Elytra in... Man. I had my Elytra in my hand when I died earlier. I could have easily saved myself. Now I feel like an idiot. Hindsight is always 20/20, but at the time I was just absolutely fuming because just came in here talking absolute shit and so that's the way I went originally. Let's have a look around, shall we? See what's over here. Watch there be an in-city that's closer than I originally traveled. Loki gonna have to change my graphics settings so I can turn up my render distance. Oh, realms are finally working. I'm already focused on the hardcore world, so... Video... I never use, fancy graphics, so I don't know why it turned it on for me. But regardless... Allow in-game graphics mode switching. Not gonna lie, I can't remember why I ever turned that off. But oh well. And also, why is the UI so broken? Like, why is there space in between each of these? The accessibility button has that extra tab above it that was added by a texture pack, so... That's why that doesn't look like it, but... Alright. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end the stream in a minute. Render distance. 8 chunks. Come on. Show me the money. Yeah, the structures keep on looping indefinitely. It's probably because I'm playing a hardcore loop seed. But regardless. See, these are easy to loop. Just stand in this corner. And they don't even know you're there. Protection 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to... Protection 4, thorns. I don't really prefer thorns, but... That's a nice haul right there. It's a good pair of boots, save for the thorns. Thanks for the lift. We'll decide what we do and what we don't want. I don't think I went this far. Oh yeah, 1,000 blocks, I didn't go this far. Nice pickaxe. Pretty mid loot, but it's better than nothing. Yo, how'd you even get up here? Hmm. Is this the way I just came from? No, it's not. Silk Touch. 85. Yeah, that's probably going to be it for today. As always, everybody, GG's, and thanks for watching. Till next time, bye for now.